Frechette and fleetingly in Chick Flick I'll Rise and Kansai, heading on towards the final furlong and a half. And it is a close run thing for the lead. McGillamar from Lavender Haze, challenging on the outside is Harbour Gem. Angled out is Wendler. Having done that, has dropped a place as they race up the hill to the final 200 yards. Harbour Gem gets to the front for McGillamar. Wendler is coming on the outside of Lavender Haze. Harbour Gem and Wendler, these two locked together with 100 yards to go, and Wendler's getting on top from Harbour Gem. McGillamar, Lavender Haze next. It's Wendler off the mark. Second is Harbour Gem, McGillamar third.
Very confident ride from the champion jockey, and Wendler makes a winning return here for Ger Lyons, and Judd Mont gets the better of Harbour Gem, who has to settle for minor honours once again. And no real show, Ruby, from the favourite fleetingly. I know these Ballydoyle newcomers can improve.
Lily, shaken up Nativity Square on the inside of the Grey Order of the Phoenix as they head just outside the final 2 furlongs. Portland, with Looking Poised, one out from the rail in the yellow jacket, Chicago Critic. Edging closer in third is Purple Lily. Then Nativity Square, reminders for Order of the Phoenix as they race to the final furlong. And it's Chicago Critic challenged on either side. Portland the rail. Here's Purple Lily, who's coming with a good-looking run as they hit the hill. 200 yards to go, and it's Purple Lily who has raced to the front from Portland and Chicago Critic in third place, and it's Purple Lily who's now undefeated in 2 for Billy Lee and Paddy Toomey. Won that well from Portland, Chicago Critic.
Purple Lily then picks up where she left off with that maiden win at Galway. She has made a perfect start to a new campaign here. Justified strong confidence in the market, and gets the better of a 108 rated rival in Portland, who, fair enough, he looked maybe not the most straightforward.
Gentileschi on the inside, and the spots is Bid for Chester, followed by Duplantis, heading towards the final quarter of a mile. And still it is Take Me to Church who leads from Neo Smart, Bid for Chester, with on the inside trying to pick up Guildenstern ahead of Military, and then Duplantis. Heavenly Being is next with My Mate Alfie. Wide of the leaders is Sluice, who's followed by Signor Ferrari, but out in front is Take Me to Church. Take Me to Church is starting to fly from second place, Bid for Chester. Take Me to Church from All Weather to Turf, and a hat-trick, wins in great style the Cliff Newton Memorial Madrid. Bid for Chester, Sluice second and third.
Well, Jack Davison, the trainer, was really confident of a big run from Take Me to Church here, and he's been spectacularly vindicated. This horse has turned what looked a competitive edition of the Madrid handicap into a procession here. He brings up a hat-trick in the process, scoring here.
Was joined by Spanish Tenor, a length in front of it, closing up Janubi, followed by Mr. Rango, who's now been called on for a run ahead of Ramiro and Verhoeven Weekends. On the outside, Hurricane Iva. Running on against the fence is Zephron, and then Sir Jack Thomas, and after them is Duke of Lega, who's followed by Randy. Fiver Friday is headed by Janubi. On the outside, coming on well is Ramiro with Mr. Rango next, then Sir Jack Thomas as they race up the hill inside the final 150 yards, and driven out, widening the gap is Janubi for Colin Keane and Ger Lyons, their second time in the winner's enclosure this afternoon. Ramiro second, Mr. Rango third, then Sir Jack Thomas, and Fiver Friday and Randy, Duke of Leg and Zephyr.
Doubles for Ger Lyons and Colin Keane's. Fair play to Ger. He's produced Janubi in great shape here on his return from a huge absence to score in grand style. Second career success for Janubi. Travelled really powerfully through the race. There was just a moment.
Silky, they're tracked by Shushu, No Shun. Wide of them is Arizona Desert, and then Gregorina. Pandy and Palm was coming to challenge Dark Viper, followed by No Shun. And on the outside, Arizona Desert, Apollo Prince over on the far running rail as Dark Viper takes it up. Climbing the hill to the final 200 yards, it's Dark Viper the leader, kicks away from Norshun, Apollo Prince, Silky, Pandy and Power fades, and then comes out of Arizona Desert inside the final 200 yards, and it's Dark Viper from Norshun, who's keeping on in second place on the outside of Apollo Prince. Dark Viper is tied up, and Norshun comes to claim the favourite. Norshun, a gritty winner from Dark Viper, Silky next.
All change laid on, and Norshun has overhauled Dark Viper, who looked all over the winner when Travelling powerfully to the front for Shane Foley, but has just been nailed close home by this 20-1 shot for Jim Bulger and Rory Cleary.
Over on the far side is Menace King. Further over is At Bay and then At Nan, followed by One from Mom, who's racing on to the heels of the leaders. Then Beaumedier trying to pick up ahead of Spring Collection. Inside the final 2 furlongs and driven on is Master Garvey, re-challenged by Chicago Storm. Then the Manhattan Dandy and One from Mom, Menace King. Spring Collection and At Bay next with Beaumedier, but scooting away a few lengths in front as Master Garvey and Robert Weirty from Chicago Storm. Spring Collection continues to run on well on the outside. Master Garvey from Spring Collection, who's closing fast as they hit the line. Master Garvey will make it from Spring Collection, well clear of the third. Chicago Storm, the winner, building on a good opening show at HQ.
Well, it got pretty hairy late on, but Master Garvey has done just about enough here to gain an overdue first success. Spring Collection finished powerfully to make it interesting, but I don't think there's any doubt that